To the dismay of Richard Dawkins, Sam Harris, other such atheists, Islamophobes, and so on, Islam in the UK is growing, and it's rapidly growing. Recently, I've been working on an essay which was to do with the impact Islam has had in the United Kingdom, and one of the things that I came across was that the Muslim population of Britain has been increasing rapidly over the past couple of decades. According to the MCB census that was published in 2015, in 2001, the Muslim population was 1.55 million. In 2011, it was 2.71 million. So it's almost doubled within a decade. According to the Jerusalem Post, as far as 100,000 British and French citizens have converted to Islam over the past decade. And I'm sure in the recent years, the numbers have been increasing even more. Now, why is this happening? It's quite a unique situation, unusual situation, where a religion which is misrepresented, a religion which is misconstrued, the new atheists are attacking Islam day in, day out. The so-called ex-Muslims are attacking Islam day in, day out. The Orientalists are doing their part. Certain factions of the media are also playing their part in misrepresenting Islam. Considering this environment and the perception of Islam that's out there generally, why is Islam on the rise? I believe this is down to three fundamental reasons as far as the West is concerned, and the United Kingdom in particular. Number one is an existential reason. Islam provides the ultimate meaning of life, something modernity has not catered for. The idea of progress and material progress has done wonders as far as, technological development and all of these things are concerned. However, when it comes to fulfilling that innate human need for meaning and grounding, it has no answers. It's never had answers from its inception. And people have that need, and they're expressing that need. And many people, when they are coming across Islam, they are realizing that Islam provides the answers clearly and coherently. Islam outlines that we were created to worship God. And not only does Islam give us the meaning of life and ground us from this perspective, but it also reconciles reality in a way no other faith or no other ideology has ever been able to do. Because as human beings, we recognize that on one level there is immense order. Take the laws of the universe, the fine-tuning of the universe, which allows for us to exist. And on the other end, there seems to be a lot of chaos, a lot of disruption. Now, these two realities or aspects of reality have never been completely reconciled. But Islam does this in a very beautiful way. Because God outlines in the Quran that number one, He is the creator of the heavens and the earth. And therefore it makes sense that there will be order behind the universe. The laws of physics make sense. The fine-tuning makes sense. But on the other end, God also informs us in the Quran that life is a test. He created life and death to test which of us are best in action and deeds. And if we're going to be tested, well, then we're going to face trials and tribulations and chaos and difficulties. There is going to be this level of disorder, if you like. And in such a simple and beautiful way, Islam provides an answer to how we perceive reality and how we are to make sense of it. The second reason is a simple reason: spirituality. Again, sort of tying in with the first point I made, but what Islam does is it provides a beautiful system of spirituality grounded in the understanding of God. You don't have to worship many things. You're not being pulled in every direction. You don't have different views and beliefs which contradict each other. The message is simple. There is one God who created everything and everyone. This creator is unlike anything, and He has the most beautiful names and attributes. And as human beings, our objective, the reason we were created, is to worship Him, to know Him and to worship Him. And then God outlines a beautiful system for us in the Quran. And this includes, for example, the daily prayers. And this system allows us to engage in fulfilling ourselves spiritually in a meaningful way. Now, at this point, some may have objections. They may say, fine, okay, religion provides spirituality, it grounds you existentially, but that's religion in general, they may say. Why Islam in specific? Why are people taking to Islam in specific? Now, I think we can further elaborate on why this is the case with my third point, which ties in with the second point, and by extension the first point, which is that the Islamic conception of spirituality, the way it reconciles reality and spirituality, is profound. It shows a beautiful balance between the material and the spiritual, the inward and the outward. Islam outlines that, look, you live in this world, you have to function in this world, and you have material needs, and you can fulfill those needs within reason. But at the same time, Islam provides not only a spiritual dimension to things, but it allows you to appreciate the spiritual significance of the material. So for example, when you have a lot of money and you have a lot of wealth, sure, that's serving you materially, but at the same time, you also to remember that you have this because God has given this to you. And that creates a sense of gratitude within us and connects us to God spiritually. So there is this beautiful link between the spiritual and the material. And I think this is summarized in a very beautiful way by Muhammad Asad in his book, Islam at the Crossroads. On page 14, he says, and I quote, referring to Islam, "It is simply a program of life according to the rules of nature, which God has decreed upon his creation. And its supreme achievement is the complete coordination of the spiritual and the material aspects of human life. In the teachings of Islam, both these aspects are not only reconciled to each other in the sense of leaving no inherent conflict between the bodily and the moral existence of man, but the fact of their coexistence and actual inseparability is insisted upon as the natural basis of life." So in a very beautiful way, Muhammad Asad in his book, summarizes this point, that Islam provides a very unique and coherent understanding of the link between the spiritual and the material. And again, this is appealing also to human nature, as human beings who exist within this material realm, but at the same time have a spiritual element to them. So I believe these are the three main reasons why Britons in particular are coming towards Islam. And just to conclude, like I said in the beginning, people are moving away from atheism because they realize atheism is not fulfilling. It's not going to fulfill you. It's not going to answer your existential questions. It's not going to satisfy you spiritually, as much as they may try to make that the case. People are not going to find fulfillment and completeness through atheism or in the absence of God. So I encourage anyone that's watching this right now, that is in a certain situation in their life, that is thinking about the bigger questions, that is considering spirituality, to definitely look into Islam. That's it for today's video. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Until next time, take care.